I never thought I would be here reviewing a $185 guitar from Amazon, but here I am with the Grote, I don't know what the model name of this is. It's the Grote semi-hollow body guitar. They make this in a natural finish and the sunburst finish. I unexpectedly received this as a Christmas gift. A little background, I've been playing guitar over 18 years. Typically these days, I would not have any interest in a guitar that is under the $500 price point due to many common issues with guitars that are cheaper, even sometimes under $1,000. So it's really interesting to actually get my hands on one like this, and I'm actually pleasantly surprised with it. So let's talk about it. So I guess the basic rundown, this is kind of the 335 design, classic semi-hollow body look. It's a dual humbucker guitar, 22 frets, all the basic stuff that you'd expect from this. Right out of the box, this thing was set up actually not too bad, which is kind of the main thing that we want to look at. The strings were slack when it arrived, but tuned them up. The truss rod was in a good position. The action was actually too low, so I raised it a little bit, and I actually loosened the truss rod a little bit as well, but we'll talk about that in a moment. But my initial reaction to playing it was that it actually plays incredible, and I really wasn't expecting that. This is one of the most comfortable necks that I've ever played on. Now, for me, I don't have guitars like this. I don't have a semi-hollow. I don't have anything in this style. And I also don't have a guitar with a neck this thick. It's a very chunky neck, and that's something, oh, there's the back, yeah. That's something that might be a big factor for me, is that I think this guitar has made me realize that I actually like thick necks. Because I mean, you go through your whole life playing guitar with this impression that a thin neck is like the fast, shredder neck that you want. But I actually feel a lot more comfortable with this, but it is a pretty thick neck. Pretty low frets, it's a Gibson style guitar. That's typically what you're going to expect from that. But it's really playable, especially with the action nice and low. It just, I don't know, I've actually been enjoying playing it quite a lot. So let's talk about the fretwork, because this is one of the most important things to look out for if you're getting a budget guitar. And I assume that a lot of people watching this are people in the market for this guitar or other budget guitars like this. The frets on higher end guitars are very, carefully or precisely leveled to make sure that everything plays correctly and that you don't have anything sticking out that's going to bump into a string and cause string buzz, stuff like that. With cheaper guitars, even far more expensive than this, it's very common that you'll have something off with the fretwork. Now, from the reviews on Amazon, I actually haven't seen people complaining about the fretwork. However, in my case, I'm pretty sure we do have some high frets. Even after loosening the truss rod and raising the action, which are both things that have a tendency to reduce string buzz, if you listen around the second fret, there's a lot of buzz. There's even some buzz on the open strings. Pretty sure the third fret is high, and I actually wanted to take it to someone to have that, inspected and potentially fixed. I don't know how to do fretwork myself, or at least I never tried. Otherwise though, once we get past that, it's pretty solid all the way up, And the thing is, even if the frets need some work, for the price, you pay maybe $100 to get somebody to do some fretwork on it. And that's a $285 guitar. That's still a really good deal. And from what I've read, you may not need to have anything done to the frets. The frets might be fine right out of the box. I don't think that's the case with this one. We'll update you guys when I know for sure, but I mean, this is not normal buzz to have with the way I have this guitar set up. And I mean, as for other build quality aspects, the pieces of metal, I don't know, they don't feel very hefty. They feel like, I'm pretty sure everything is chrome plated, or, it's made of cheap parts, as you'd expect for a guitar in this price range. But aesthetically, it looks really nice. You have this sunburst finish right here, or the ring light reflection. The knobs have the little numbers in them as you'd expect them to. You have 4 knobs, with a 3-way switch, like you'd expect from a guitar like this. Everything is painted, gloss finish, typical for this as well. The tuners feel fine. I haven't had too many issues with them, or any really issues that I can report. As for keeping tune, these strings, I don't know what kind of strings these are, what brand. It's, probably something cheap. I want to put a pair of elixirs, or a set, of elixirs on it myself and see if it keeps better tune. It's been keeping tune all right for what I would expect from a hardtail guitar without locking tuners. Yeah, see, it still does go out sometimes, but in general, the tuning stability has been all right. I did also have to make some modifications to the intonation, but I think my general takeaway here is that if you get a guitar like this, absolutely get it professionally set up. There may be high frets, there may not. You don't really know what to expect with something like this. But again, a setup is a small cost to add to such a cheap guitar that if you can get a guitar in this price range plus a setup and have it be something that plays nice, then I think that's actually really great. And I'm still kind of shocked. I play this thing every day and it's been inspiring me because, again, I'm not used to personally like a thick neck, this style of guitar. So the fact that it's not really getting in my way as much as I would expect from something in this price range is, yeah, like I said, very impressive. So let's get into the tones. I think the bridge pickup could stand to be raised up a little bit because it seems to be a lot lower output than the neck. But I'll just give you guys some brief clean tone noodling. This is going to be on the bridge pickup to start. Let's try the middle pickup, or excuse me, the middle switch setting, both pickups. And let's go to the neck. And as you would typically do in a jazz setting, let's roll back the tone knob a bit now on this pickup. So not much bad to say about the tone. If you put it through an amp or a plugin that sounds good, like I have it through the Archetype Tim Henson from Neural DSP right here, you're gonna get decent sounds out of it. Again, I don't really know how much you'd expect from something in this price range, but besides for just needing a good setup and some fret leveling, this is a solid guitar. I'm surprised, impressed, as I've said, and it kind of makes me curious what else is out there in the budget market that I would probably never be interested in checking out. And probably I'm still not going to check it out because, you know, why take the risk when I could get something that I know is a quality product. But if you're shopping for someone either on a low budget or a beginner guitar player, you can get something like this as long as you get a good setup. And I think you'll be fine, or at least this particular guitar, this Grote semi-hollow body, you can get by with this. And I would not have expected myself to say that looking at something like this online. All right, let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments, and I'll catch you around in another video. Bye-bye.